Hello there, Capricorn. Thank you for stopping by for your weekly tarot forecast for the week of August 24th through the 30th. The first card that you have coming up for you on Monday is the Two of Clubs. This card is just telling me that you are making some kind of decision on Monday, and this has to do with two things that you're highly attracted to or that you're very interested in, and you have to decide between one or the other because you don't have enough time or resources or energy to be able to move forward with both. And so that's why one has to take priority over the other, because if you don't choose between the two, you're not going to be able to do anything with either one of them. Okay, I've had this card come up for people who are choosing between two different people to date. I've had this card come up for two people who are choosing between two different dinner invitations, between two different projects that they would like to get started, between two different activities for hobbies that they have, all kinds of different ways that this can show up. But it has to do with you have two things that you would really enjoy and want to do and put energy into, and you have to narrow it down to one. Such a terrible problem to have, right? Okay, so on Tuesday, Capricorn, what you have is you have the Page of Swords. Now, the Page of Swords is telling me that you Capricorns, and you guys have been getting this message a lot lately, is that you Capricorns are getting kind of curious about the metaphysical world, the psychic stuff, ESP, law of attraction, stuff like that. And so there's something about the metaphysical world that's kind of drawing your curiosity, and it's sort of drawing you in. It makes you come in and sort of do some research and check some things out, find out, is this really for real or not? So that curiosity is kind of drawing you into something metaphysical going on Tuesday. Now, Wednesday, Capricorns, we have an encouraging card for you. This is the Seven of Coins showing up in reverse. And the Seven of Coins card talks about harvest. It talks about that you started something with the expectation that it would bring some kind of payout to you. And so when the Seven of Coins comes in reverse, this is telling me that your harvest is not in yet. Your payout is not in yet. But it's an encouraging card in that it's saying it is on the way. Be patient. Don't try to pick the fruit too early. Don't pick the fruit before it's ripe. Any good farmer will tell you that is not a way to get in a cash crop. You have to wait until that fruit comes into full ripeness before you can pick it and actually be able to sell it. And this is the same for you. Right now, that harvest is not completely in. Don't be impatient. Just wait. It'll show up. This card is a reassurance that it is coming in. Just not yet. Okay, so that's what you have showing up on Wednesday, Capricorn. On Thursday, you have another fabulous card. This is the Six of Clubs. And the Six of Clubs really just says that you've had a project that you've been working on, and this project not only benefits yourself, but it also benefits others in the world around you. And what's going on Thursday when this card shows up is that other people are coming to you and expressing to you their appreciation for the work that you put in on this project. So that's what's coming in on Thursday. I've had that manifest as people getting medals and awards, and I've also had that manifest as somebody's neighbor just coming up and saying thank you. So there's all different levels of manifestation on that, and I feel like Capricorns, different ones of you are going to be getting different levels. I can tell you all of you are just going to feel good at whatever level of appreciation that you get from others on the work that you've done on this project. Okay, so Friday, we have the Nine of Swords showing up for you, Capricorn. This is one of my most dreaded cards, actually, because I've had this card come up for me a bunch of times, and I really don't like it. But this card really talks about having a situation in your life that actually you don't have that much control over, but for some reason you're really worried about it, and you're worried about it to the point of obsessing, and it makes it kind of hard for you to do your everyday normal tasks that you would do. You may even be having trouble sleeping because this thing is just something that's so all pervasive in your thoughts. Now, the only reason that a card like this would come up would be to kind of give you a heads up so that you can head off this energy as you feel it coming in. And I think the key here is realizing that whatever this is that you're worried about is not something that you've had so much control over. So when you don't have control over something, worrying about it really doesn't change anything. And so it's important to realize that sometimes you just have to acknowledge the fact that other people have control, or maybe nobody has control, and just let a situation play out the way that it needs to, and you just do what you need to react to it, if you even need to react to it. But that worrying is completely non-productive, not only for yourself, but also for the people around you who are affected by your actions and by your attitudes. Okay, so Nine of Swords, if you can change that energy when you feel it coming in and sort of let that worry go before it gets to be something that is interfering with how you operate, that would be the best thing that you can do for yourself on Friday. Saturday, what I have coming up is the Seven of Swords. Now, the Seven of Swords to me talks about kind of picking up the pieces and getting back into a routine. And I've had this card manifest for people who had, a big party at their apartment or their house the night before, and then the next day they're going around cleaning everything up and washing the dishes and just getting everything back to normal living conditions for themselves. So Seven of Swords really just talks about picking up the pieces and getting everything back into normal running order. So that's what I see you doing on Saturday. Now, this doesn't always manifest in physical. This can also manifest in emotional too. If you've been through something emotional, like say the Nine of Swords situation, this would be picking up the pieces of that emotional stuff too and getting back into a good place for yourself. Okay, so Sunday, we have the Devil in reverse. So I want to feel around a little bit about this, because the Devil card can mean a lot of different things when I see it come up. So I want to kind of feel around about what it means for you guys this time. So it feels like this is kind of an interesting meaning that's coming out of this card, but it feels to me like there's going to be something that comes up that is kind of a temptation to you on Sunday, Capricorns, and it's going to be something, well, you're thinking, well, I could probably do that and I could probably get away with it. But what you're actually going to find is that your heart really isn't into doing that. Your heart is more like, you know what, that would hurt so-and-so, or that really doesn't do me any good, or whatever. And I see you really actually walking away from this temptation on Sunday. Not to say that it's easy for you to walk away from, but saying that I feel like you do. I feel like you make that decision that, you know what, this really isn't what I need in my life right now, and just walking away from that. So that's really a good card to have come up for you guys. That is your week, Capricorn. Thank you so much for stopping by and spending this time with me. Thank you for liking, for sharing, for subscribing, and thank you to those of you who have had readings with me already. Thank you to those of you who will have readings with me. I just really appreciate all of your support. Everyone have a fantastic week. I'll see you back here next time. Peace out.